Hi, welcome to the show. Another fascinating, insightful, powerful people of La Jolla. We have brought in people from around the world to be on the show to talk to you. The first young man we have on our show today is Dr. Robert Yaron, affectionately referred to as Dr. Robby, and he is a well-known graphologist. He had done his undergraduate work, a BA and an MA at Tel Aviv, and then came to UCSD and did your master's in psychiatry.
I have a PhD in psychology, and I did my internship at UCSD Psychiatry Medical Center.
Well, we can't leave you alone for a minute, can we? But before we do, I want to give the title of this fascinating book, Secrets of Jewish Celebrities, What Their Handwriting Can't Hide. Now this has got to be fascinating. There's dozens of books out on graphology, but this is the first of anything like this. How did you select this?
I selected the celebrities by 8 categories, namely entertainer, which are most of them because they are the most fascinating to the audience.
Absolutely.
Politician, which are also very fascinating. Scientists, writers, like we have Philip Roth, that in parentheses, his handwriting indicates exactly the topic of his writing.
Oh my.
When we get to him, like Portnoy's complaint, which deals with exactly certain area of the body, and his handwriting emphasizes it 10 times more. So I selected them on the basis of popularity and celebrity and fascination of the public with their figures. The main concept of the book was and is that people are dying to know the truth about those people. We all know, and I spend a lot of time in Hollywood now, that any biography or any information you get about someone is all tailored, it's all a lie. Yeah. They are not allowed to tell anything truthful about their life. They are being controlled. My book gives the truth, nothing but the truth, and many facts that the PR people wouldn't have liked you to know about their celebrity.
That's the stuff we want to know, the stuff they don't want us to know. That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Monica Lewinsky, does she come under the category of entrepreneur? Wait a minute. I'm not quite sure.
Well, I know. People might think that it's not fair even to talk about Monica Lewinsky, an entrepreneur. But let us get the facts straight. She was a girl, 25 years old girl, who worked for $600 in the Pentagon 1 year. 2 years later, after all the nation learned that she had her time with the President Clinton, what happened? She became a millionaire, $4 million. Now you show me someone who makes $4 million in 1 year and start the online of bags in Hollywood and Rodeo Drive.
Point taken.
From 600. Isn't she a
1 point, Dr. Robby. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Furthermore, when I was first had to put her personality to NBC, everyone at that time thought, oh, poor Monica, she's a victim to our president. I was one of the first people who said, no, the president was a victim.
Ooh.
She pre-planned it. She knew how to get to him. She was go-getter, and therefore she is a millionaire. Later, she admitted to Barbara Walters, who, by the way, also in this book, that she pre-planned everything, up to the point of when she had to lift her skirt and make the president get going. So she planned it, she was business person, and let me ask you another question that our handwriting indicates that she was very planning. What girl sent to her mother the dress she wore when she had a night out with a boyfriend? Only someone who knows who can get something.
That is a little odd, I will say.
You can see the practicality by the T. For us, graphologists, T is basically the second most important letter, because you can see if someone is very practical or someone is in La La Land or somewhere else. Her T shows that she's very practical person, down to earth, and she knows what she wants. And also, we can learn from her handwriting that she is not so much, how shall I put it in television, sexy personality as you might suspect. She's much more get to the point personality. Yes, you will be surprised that we are also able to distinguish through graphology what happened after hours in the life of people.
Now select somebody else out of the book. This is such a fascinating book, and it's a beautifully designed graphics. For a graphologist, you have beautiful graphics, I'll tell you.
If we are right, maybe
Yes.
I want to point out to you, let's take an actress we all know,
Oh, yes.
and her name is, let's say, Bette Midler. As
Amazing.
opposed to Jonas Salk, Bette Midler is an artist, singer, very famous. Therefore, we put the rose here. If you can see the T crossbar of Bette Midler,
Yes.
is very, very long. It's covered few letters, and the end stroke of one of in the R is very long, which means she's very feisty, very energetic, very go-getter, and you can feel her presence, very impulsive, emotional, and
Bigger than life.
bigger than life. And she's very good example for the validation of handwriting. Another person I might add is Steven Spielberg.
You know, the one thing I love about this, in addition to having the huge words in your interpretation, you have a picture of them, you have background on it, so we get a lot of information that validates what you're saying.
Steven Spielberg, the special about his handwriting is the fact that he is actually a very humble person. He's not that much show-offish type of personality on one hand. However, he shows a great deal of sensitivity, almost I would say, a female sensitivity to facts around him. And that might explain few of the nuances he can bring in his movies. Another person that you might want to look is Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn is Jewish, and her signature, here I could use only the signature, is as flamboyant as her personality. It was almost impossible to get to know the true self out of the flamboyant, impulsive personality of Goldie Hawn.
Because she is. She, again, like Bette Midler, she's a woman who's larger than life, very sensitive, creative individual, good people.
Another maybe interesting person that you like to see and see validation, I wrote about celebrities in politics. And I choose someone named Henry Kissinger.
Oh, an amazing, amazing individual.
Henry Kissinger not only was known to be a brilliant politician, but a master liar. Everyone said that he never had one word of truth that he was saying.
I don't think his name was Henry. I don't. Not sure. Just check.
And indeed, when we look at his handwriting, what you can see is that the Henry and Kissinger are one big thread. He does not write letters of his words, but he just make a one big stretch thread. And thread is one of the indicators for either a diplomat or a liar who tries to cover up. So, if someone is doing threads, don't trust them or ask yourself, what's it trying to hide from you?
That's very
Very good
fascinating.
warning sign, yeah?
Very good warning sign.
Otherwise, of course, we could see how intelligent he is. Another interesting person maybe to watch, as I mentioned earlier, one of the most well-known writers in America, his name was Philip Roth.
Oh, yes. Portnoy's Complaint, yes.
Portnoy's Complaint. And Philip Roth's handwriting indicates something very interesting, that when he had to write the double L, it looks like, I leave it to your imagination actually.
Okay.
But as you can see, the L in his handwriting
Oh, yes. Well,
indicate to us
absolutely.
what was on his mind.
And his books.
And his books.
And his life.
Yeah.
Yes. And people can contact you and then talk to you about more books that you're writing.
Yes, I'm on the web, so they always can find me.
What are you on the web under? Dr. Robby.
DrRobby.com.
.com. That's amazing. Well, thank you for being with us. Well, it has been just amazing fun having you on here. I think this is the most fun show we've done this year so far. It's great fun. Thank you for coming
Dr.
here. Well, I hope
Robby,
you'll come back and talk about the other books.
It's spellbinding.